The girl covered her body with fish oil. Then, she walked calmly into the ocean, following the music from the lead boat. She swam 2 miles with ease, seeing how fast she was going. Her coach told her to conserve energy and slow down, but the girl only glanced at him and completely ignored his instructions. The coach knew that if she kept swimming at this pace, she would likely succeed in the challenge, and he couldn't let that happen no matter what. Otherwise, he, a failure who had attempted the challenge 21 times, would be thoroughly humiliated, so he had a malicious idea. He picked up an apple, walked to the edge of the boat, and under the pretense of giving her energy, tried to touch the girl with his fingers, because the challenge rules clearly stated that if the swimmer had any physical contact with others during the attempt, the challenge would be deemed a failure. After several attempts, though, the girl pulled back in time and refused to take the apple, but the coach didn't give up. He quickly fetched another item, a bottle of black tea laced with motion sickness pills. This time, to avoid suspicion, he used a fishing net to pass it to her. Just then, the girl was extremely thirsty. She didn't think twice and drank the tea, before continuing to swim forward. But not long after, she started feeling dizzy and lightheaded. Her whole body couldn't stay balanced. She even swam off course. The coach snickered to himself and immediately announced that the challenge had failed. He forcefully pulled the girl out of the water. When she woke up, however, the girl was unwilling to give up, so she started her second attempt. With the experience from the first try, she swam more skillfully this time, covering 7 miles without much effort. Yet things didn't go smoothly. Soon, a cluster of red jellyfish appeared ahead of her. The only way through was to speed up and charge straight into them. The girl hesitated for a moment, then took a deep breath, waved her arms frantically, and rushed into the jellyfish cluster. Every stroke she took left her in sharp pain. By the time she swam out of the cluster, her body was covered in wounds. The seawater kept seeping into her injuries. The girl was completely exhausted, so she floated on the sea surface to rest. After a while, she continued moving forward. When she was just 6 nautical miles from the shore, they encountered a stretch of shallow water. The lead boat couldn't go any further without the boat's guidance, and with the sky growing darker by the minute, the girl was likely to get lost. She held on to a determination to keep going even if it cost her life, and didn't dare stop for a moment. But the worst fear came true. The dark ocean was like an endless abyss. The girl had no idea which direction to go. In that moment, she felt as helpless as a lost child, her heart filled with anxiety and fear. Fortunately, she suddenly saw a light in front of her. The girl, who was almost frozen stiff, finally found her way. She mustered her last bit of strength and swam toward the shoreline. In the end, the girl successfully stood up on the shore. Only then did she realize that countless women had come to the shore and lit torches to guide her, beacons of hope. She had completed the crossing in 14 hours and 31 minutes, beating the men's record by 2 hours. She became the first female hero to swim the English Channel. When she returned home later, she was greeted by countless cheers and applause.